Hey everybody, this is Little Cabin Big Woods. Thought we'd do a video on our 6 months living full-time in a pop-up camper. I'll take you inside for a tour in just a moment. It is a disaster because we just cleaned the cushions for the dinette. Oh, there's a lot to go into here.
Yeah.
Let me show you my youngest here.
Hi.
Go ahead.
We have quite a list of things to discuss, like just how dirty it is living like this, because you don't exactly have clear access to a shower or a toilet, let alone...
Well, we should disclose there are 3 of us, my husband and I, and an 18-year-old, and 3 dogs, including a huge German Shepherd, and then 2 little dogs, and somebody has a snake. So, it is crowded, and it's 70 square feet. So, yeah. Okay, this is a 1992 Philly Palomino.
Mhm.
We renovated it at the beginning of the year, and we started full-timing at the end of February, still in Arizona. And we pretty much got rid of everything we had and moved into the pop-up, sold the house, and now we're out in Tennessee living off the grid, and as you can see over here, building a cabin. Well, winter is coming, not soon enough. Remind me I said that. It is very hot in a pop-up. We tried a portable AC, but it just doesn't insulate well enough with the canvas to be worth it. So, yes, very hot. And even with the canvas open and everything, there really isn't any airflow. Okay, that's Ziggy. And this is Sammy. So, alright, coming in. Our beds, yeah, not made. It's too much of a challenge. Sleeping bags, blanket on top. This is our dinette, which right now doesn't have the cushions on it because they are wet after being cleaned. There are storage units under that wood there, which is very handy. But honestly, we never get in there because this is also the bed for our German Shepherd Cyrus. Because the 2 little ones insist on sleeping on me wherever I am. So the German gets over here. Stove setup. Cooking is not as bad as I thought it would be. You just need to have all your supplies ready to go, so you're not making a bunch of trips out wherever you have your stuff stored. There is a sink under here. We have a cutting board on top of it to make it easier. So we don't really use the sink, but we sure use the cutting board. Kid's bed. More storage. Snake. Portable hamper is awesome. Organizing. Collapsible shelves from Walmart. Best thing ever. We do have a mouse the last couple of days at night. And so we went and we're in the middle of setting up some bins, hopefully to reduce the temptation. For power, we have this little Yeti, the Yeti 400 from Goal Zero, which is great for charging our phones and headphones and my husband's CPAP. And then for the bigger stuff, since we're building a house, we have a generator, and then we have solar hooked up to the solar generator from Goal Zero. Okay, if you're wondering about the sink and the toilet outside, there was a cabin here already from 1930, but unfortunately it was collapsing. And so we had to take it down, and we salvaged what we could, which includes this farmhouse sink that I'm going to refinish. And yes, that's where we do our dishes now, with a hose. And that is actually a new toilet. It's just dirty, being rained on and muddy. I have nowhere to put it. Got some water cisterns, a couple of small solar panels. The tent in the back is our toilet tent. Let me tell you, daddy long legs love being in there. Not good if you're arachnophobic. Don't ask me how I know. Now to add something positive, I mean, we're not paying a mortgage every month. Don't have all these utility bills. So those are good. We're able to get this piece of land. And we have some land nearby that we use for hunting. Small space, less to clean, but boy, it gets dirty so fast with there being so many of us in there. We have a lot of wild animals we have to watch out for. We're still getting used to that because Tucson, we didn't really have much of that going on. There's a creek right by that sign right there. You may be able to hear it. So we have a lot of deer, possibly a bear at one point, wolves, coyotes, turkey, possums. A really determined raccoon visits mostly every night and makes this one very mad. He loves all animals except raccoons. And the big thing, mold. We moved out here in April. And so we're in the middle of tornado season, which meant constant rain. And it doesn't leak inside. We made sure we sealed everything up really well when we did the reno. But the canvas gets soaking wet, even though it doesn't leak. So if you're bedding your pillows, like right here, if they touch, if they have any contact with the canvas, your stuff will get soaked. And we have mold like you would not believe. And we just bought some stuff to address that, but it's been raining the last few days because of the remnants of Laura, so we can't do it until it's good and dry. So here is some of the mold. I mean, it is on zipper, everything. So consider this a before shot. Let's go over to the kiddo's bed real quick. Yeah, and there wasn't any mold at first. So if you're going to live in your pop-up full-time, plan for it. Maybe okay if you're in the desert, but if you're anywhere where it rains, you're going to get mold. So that's about it for this. I know it's long, just wanted to touch on a lot of different things. If there's anything you want to know about, you know, our power system, the cabin, living in the woods, having all of us in this little bitty space, anything at all, just leave a comment and we will address that.